Mm. There we go, it should work. Mm. That's the wrong screen, that's a good start. There we go. Right. Uh, mm-mm. You know what? I absolutely can't have that. Hold on. I just need to. Can't do that. Fucking load then. Let's on at the fucking present. What do you mean? Bruh. Fucking with the coffee. Shut up. Shit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. Thank you for the follow. Give me a few seconds to sort my tabs out, otherwise I cannot referee. Thank you, CN3RDBD and Rafaru. Thank you. I appreciate the follow. Welcome in. Right, let me. Okay, good. I'm already on. No, I'm not on spec. Bro, this chair is killing me. Okay, I'm on spec now. Let me get Notepad up and get the sets organised, meaning so I can ref. In case nobody knows what I'm on about. Because it is easier when you have everything laid out and you can just type in. So. Oh, okay, I fixed that. I can just get rid of that. Okay, so it's velocity killer first. Okay. Set 1. Hooks. Fresh hooks. Wait, what am I doing? Hooks fresh? No, yeah, I do need to keep track of that. Gens. And then it's Vikaris killer. It's telling me it's a typo. That's kind of funny. Right. Yeah, I've got that right. Give me a few seconds, people. Gens, Vikaris killer. Hooks. Thank you for the follow, Dominic. Hope you're doing well. Let me get this tab out of my face and that tab. I think we are good to go. I'll double check the Discord really quickly. Hello, Dominic. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're excited for the match. Who do you want to win? Who are you supporting today? Alright, okay, send it. Let's go. Right, let me change screen. My mic is on. DVD audio on. Discord audio just me. Mic on. Cool. Everything sounds and looks good. Cool. Hooks. Oh, okay, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome, we're loading into this set. We do have velocity on killer first. We're going to see how they do. I want to say this is Wrecker's Yard. Yes, it is. Pretty decent map for Spirit. Pretty normal, should I say. Alright, found a survivor early on. Found the ace. Doesn't get the tag. Has a bit of mind game. Gets the tag as they go over the pallet. Very promising chase here. Should be looking at getting a nice early down, applying a lot of pressure. Shag pallet thrown at 5 gens. That might be a first in comp. That's very unusual, and the chase is changing over onto the other survivor. I forget what that one's name is. It's not Renato. Onto the Gabriel. That's it. Onto the Gabriel. My bad. My bad with the comms. We do see chase fluctuating quite a lot here. Not getting a down. Killer slightly all over the place a little bit. But either way, he's applying pressure. He does have sloppy, so this actually worked in his favour. So I don't know whether the survivors are using their communication as much as they should, because he does have sloppy, and getting multiple hits is going to lead to a slowdown and taking longer to reset and therefore longer to crank out them gens, making it a more risky playstyle for the survivors to deal with. And we do get the first down on the Gabriel Soma with a lovely hit. Just gets over the pallet but gets stuck and caught. Great tag there, great tag. Give me a few seconds to just move this window. There we go. Right, let me update the score. Hold on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to change perspective very, very quickly. We've got the first hook, obviously, we've just seen happen. We do see one gen at 80%, the other one being, I think, doubled. So that is almost 2 gens done completely, 1 gen done for sure. Vikaris trying to bring it back here, getting some gen pressure, and going in for the unhook. Very good stuff here, very promising. And we do see some value out of second wins. Oh no, he's getting his second win, sorry. And a down did happen in the background while we was on the survivor perspective. And this is going to be the second fresh hook, full velocity. Getting them off that gen, but I'm afraid it is going to get popped either way. They are going to go back on it, undoubtedly. Nope, he does manage to protect it. Very surprisingly so. The Claudette not risking it. They didn't feel confident enough to get that off. With that gen so close, you feel he has to proxy here. He has to let it regress. But if he does do that, he loses protection of the other gens. It's really, really risky. But he would gain a second stage on the ace. So what is the correct decision? We do see them kind of gathering round, trying to see what's going on, get the unhook here. But he's going to have to make a decision. And he's going to get a tag here, I do believe. There's nothing to run with. Very nice tag there by the killer from Velocity. No filler pallet here. I do think he's in a dead zone. He does have dead hard there. Getting good value out of it. Extending the chase for longer. We do see that unhook happen. And I assume the gen. Yep, there goes the gen. So that is 2 gens now. And the chase being extended. But he is going to go down in a dead zone. In comp corner. Very tight matchup so far. Very even. I do hope we're going to see the same when it is rotated round. And that is a second hook there for the Gabriel. And another gen does pop as well. So bear with me. Let me update that. So the gen does go. 3rd gen there. And the Gabriel has been hooked again. Like I said, there's a lot of pressure going on here. Very even matchup. And it's going to make it really difficult with both sides. I think it was slightly an unlucky spawn how a lot of the survivor side from Vikaris did spawn quite closely, obviously closely together. But more so that the killer was near them, which really caught them off guard and must have thrown off the gameplay. And we do see now that it is going to be a 3v1 with 2 gens left. It's not impossible, but it is going to be very difficult to do. What are the survivors going to manage to pull out of this? We do see a tag there, and the Sloppy Butcher going to be slowing things down on the Claudette. If she can hold this chase, they can get at least one more gen done. We do see them working on 2 separate gens, and I'm not sure if she's going to be able to hold out long enough, and she does get down by the Spirit. It's going to be a first for the Claudette, leading with currently 3 fresh hooks. Very good for the killer side here, very good for velocity. Putting on the pressure, getting the points in, and about to take them off the gens. And with most of them being injured, if not potentially all of them, they are, no, yeah, apart from Ace, it is a very awkward situation, and it makes you wonder what they're going to be able to do and what they're going to have to do to get a good win con here. Another tag there, now they're all injured with Sloppy Butcher coming into effect very heavily. This could easily be a slugging situation where the killer gets the win with 2 gens left, and it'd be a very good win at that if she can pull it off. A very questionable whiff there by the Spirit player. Trying to track down the Claudette. Let's track her down at Shack. Is she going to mind game this go round? We do know that the pallet was pre-dropped very early on at 5 gens, and there's been a down with getting eruption value as well on that generator. I do believe Olex is second hook, applying pressure, not quite out of the game, but making it very difficult for the survivor side. And that is another 2 points there for velocity, getting that hook. Like I said, it's going to be a very awkward condition here for the survivors. They're going to have to apply a lot of pressure. And we do see them working on gens. They did manage to get the unhook there, but I'm not sure how much is going to benefit them. They need to be able to hold down chase here, and right now with all of them being injured, well, they were all injured. With majority of them being injured and it being a game of, what's the right word? With it being a game of attrition, everything being slowed down and who can outlast who, and them not being able to last very long in chase, we do find this being very difficult for the survivors here. They were waiting out the eruption, knowing that the down was going to happen. They are committing to the gen. I find we're going to need to have a changing of the guard here. Somebody else who is healthy is going to have to take chase. The killer is hopefully going to go for a slug here, which actually benefits the team very well if they can keep their communication up and manage to pull it off. Because right now the killer is applying way too much pressure and this team is not handling it. And as I did mention before, we do see the slug play, and I do believe this is the Claudette out of the game here. And I'm correct, she's out of the game. It's now 2v1 with 2 generators remaining. Very difficult scenario here for our survivors. We're maybe going to have to see a stealth game here, and one maybe stealthing out for the hatch, and I'm not sure if that's going to be playable. Very unlucky there, getting caught out by the ace. And there's not really much that his teammate can do. Both sides know where hatch is going to spawn, and it just makes it difficult. A very bold play here. We do see the Renato in a very good position. Do not forget though, there is a couple of seconds delay And the spirit is already here. I'm not sure if either side is going to get away with this. They're both here. There's... Oh! Oh, that was very unlucky. He did try his best with the cracker there. But unfortunately, yes, we're going to see a 4K... Oh! Well, either way, it's going to be a 4K too, but I'm just going to update that for now because he is having the time of his life with this little 1v1. And credit given where it is due, he is really making the killer work for this down here. Even if it is just a flex on sportsmanship that you couldn't catch me till the end of the game, he's going to do it and he's going to prove a point that this killer got everybody down but did not manage to get him down until the very end. And there it is, and that grants them the full 28 points. What can Vikaris do on killer? Are we going to see as much of an amazing performance? We're going to see the Mori here. Oh, DVD crashed. Always good to know, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, bear with me then. Okay. Why is DVD crashing? Bear with me, peeps. This game gets better and better, doesn't it? Go into the Mori and it crashes the game. That's very fun. The game is reloading. It gives me a minute to update the scores anyway. Hooks, fresh, gens, 3. Cool. I don't know why my game crashed, but I will let them know very quickly. That'll be the invite. Oh, bear with me a few seconds, everybody. Like I said, the game has had to reload and all over again because apparently this new update is the buggiest one yet, and your game just crashes a lot. So that's good. Okie dokie, it is reloading. There we go. I need to get... I forget... Thank you for the follow, Igel Pinky. I don't know if I pronounced that right. Thank you, welcome in. I hope you have a lovely time. Where is the person I'm meant to be? I'm going to take a guess. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm right. I don't know. Where is... Who's meant to be joining me? I said what my tag was, didn't I? Bear with me. Oh yeah, crap. I guess we sit here waiting then, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. But yeah, if you are new to the stream, welcome in. We have Scrim nights about 4 or 5 days a week. Obviously, it is building up. We're getting it more popular. We're trying to have it for about 5 hours a day, maybe 6, depending on obviously how many teams are playing. Like my name is Pup. I enjoy doing like esports stuff and DBD and hopefully some other games at some point. And I want to keep it going and keep up this kind of content. So drop a follow if you like this kind of thing. I'm going to keep that up. And also, obviously, the screen you're on right now, 2 league partners. On the left, we have Blood Rush League. Very good, very unique balancing also. They have some OCE teams in there, which is really rare, and they usually can't play because of ping restrictions. But it's very interesting over there. You would like it. So go search them up. And on the right, we do have Devil's Arena, which I believe is they're friends of mine. I know they have a tournament. I don't know if they're doing a league yet. Also worth looking them up as well. They are fairly new, but give them a little Twitch search. They have a new Twitch up now. If you want to join the Discord, they're also in the Discord as well, in my Discord. I can put that link down below if you would like. And welcome in. And sorry to be chomping your ear off. We should have everything ready now. Let me go. There we go. Everything's cool. Everything's cushy. We're chilling. Cool. Let's make sure. Okay, that was really, really random. Interesting. Oh, yeah, shit. Let me have a look. You're gonna make me fucking... Bruh. Why do people make me look at Balance by Daylight all the time? Because they can't submit a picture. How hard is it to use a website? That's not what I'm looking for, is it? Whatever, just give me the website. Shut up and take my money. Where is Spirits? And brain cells. Get your brain cells for sale. Oh yeah, that build's fine then. It is just easier when it's on the website though, in my defense. I don't have to check because I recheck when I do the flipping balancing like fucking 10 times that everything's correct. So it's just easier when it's a website picture. Alright, I think we're all cushy. I think we're all ready. I hope I don't have to check any more builds. I'll say that one thing about the Balance by Daylight website, that has saved me a lot of time. Just putting the balancing on there, even though it took quite a while to understand the website. It makes checking builds so much easier. You just look at the top right, verified, cool, done, that's it. The build is fine. You don't have to look at every single individual perk. Are we ready? Is something missing? Oh. I'm sorry, I'm going to shoot somebody with sending pictures like this. Checking builds. At least they're checking. That's really good. That was a weird sound. But anyway, hey ho. That is a good start. That looks good to me. Oh. It becomes way too hot here. Way too hot. Oh. Right, let's roll up the sleeves. Get on with it. Alright, let's go. Alright, cool. Controller at the ready. Right, that's not the best position for a Hex Totem starting off the game. Yar's going to have to be really careful here and try and protect that Hex Totem. We do see the killer going straight in near Funbus, trying to see basically if she can find an immediate edge map, and she does. She finds the Jake, gets a nice early hit. Good tag there, good tag. She needs to be able to get this down in the next 20 to 30 seconds, apply some pressure, and then hang on to that and keep them off of the gens. This is going to be the only way to beat that sort of win con which got dealt out in the last match. We do see the ace mine, not the ace, we see the Jake mind gaming here. And going around that pallet, holding a really good check spot. I think going to get caught out. Nope, whiffs and holds W to the next loop at the TNL now. How is he going to play this? Really interesting, but he's going to get caught in the corner. No filler pallet going down. And a beautiful hit there by the Spirit. Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you the result. Hold on. When I meant it was hot, I mean it is really hot. Hold on. The result of the last set was a 4K2. 4K2, if you can hear me. And I will add that hook. Just bear with me a few seconds. Right, there we go. Sorry about that. It's really hot and I had to take my jumper off. Yeah, it was a 4K2 last set. We do see one generator being worked on. Vikaris getting 3 points there for that fresh hook, putting them at 9 currently. And it is looking very exciting so far. We do see the unhook getting grabbed. Pressure being applied with the gens. Not at the quickest pace. We would want to see something a little bit more to beat the win con. Although 4K2 is fairly standard, there was a little bit of a misplay at the beginning of the match which made it happen a little bit quicker. We do see the firecracker drop really randomly. I do think it's going to be a mind game here at the pallet. And no, he doesn't get caught out. Drops the pallet right there. Going towards Funbus. Holding W right now. The Meg trying to take some heat for the Jake. Keeping him in the game because we do want it to be a 4v1, not a 3v1. We do see that one gen popping there. Let's see Killer's perspective here. 2 gens popping. Really good for Vikaris. Applying the pressure nice and early. Sorry, velocity even. Velocity applying the pressure very early here. Knowing how good of a condition they had on Killer and trying to hold that out for Survivor as well. We are going to see a second hook on the Jake. And they're going to try and make it a 3v1 as quick as they can. Under pressure, exactly. Dun 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 dun. Right, where were we? So we do see one gen with about 15% progress on, and near dump truck the Killer is proxying that gen and the hook, applying the pressure, pun intended. The Lara stealthing around, does get caught out by the Killer, but I don't know if she's going to commit. And maybe she should have, because Lara was caught out in kind of a dead zone there. But on the other hand, she wants to get Jake out of the game and make it a 3v1. So it's really difficult to figure out what the best move is for this Killer. Because the gens need to be slowed down. And she very much so wants to get the Jake out of the game. They've only managed to get rid of one of the Hex Totems. And that is going to leave them with... Oh, hold on. We do see the Nia going in. But the body blocking happening from the Spirit. Going to take the tag. Going to trade and get downed here. But I think They are still going to persist and tunnel out the Jake. It would be a very smart decision here. With one slugged on the floor, and the Jake will be out of the game. He's going to have to drop God Pallet here. At least it is at 3 gens and not at 5. Very good stuff so far. And a very tight and intense matchup. With potentially a 3v1 happening this early. Mimicking the last game. And it is very, very dangerous. They need to keep it at a 3v1. If it goes to a 2v1, that's a very bad situation indeed. And we do see another gen pop, and the Jake is going to be out of the game as well. 2 very important things happening. But we do see a much better condition here, and the Killer struggling slightly more. It's going to be very, very difficult to keep up. I think set 1, if something drastic doesn't happen, I think set 1 is going to Velocity. The way it's looking right now. With the prowess they showed on Killer, and the dominance right now being asserted in Survivor and getting the gens done. Although Vikaris is doing very well to make it a 3v1, we're going to see some struggles here. And the pressure is going to start to be applied. And especially the effects of Sloppy Butcher here is going to make things get very slowed down. It's going to make resets harder, and it's going to take them off of gens, which is obviously the objective. We do see the mind game at the pallet. The Spirit leaving. They're going to get a reset. Very, very good stuff here. And the Spirit just protecting the gen. Found the Lara here. Mind game in that pallet. Lara just holds W away to another loop. Hopefully goes towards dump truck. She does not. She was just kind of holding it there, getting stuck. And she's going to get down here, I think. Yes, she is. Doesn't manage to pull down the pallet in time. Getting downed. Second fresh hook here. It's a very good position here for the Killer. The only problem is, if they hold this fresh and camp it, they're going to lose them 2 gens. Because they would have to be very, very silly survivors to not go on separate gens. So, it's kind of a double-sided coin. You get the kill, but you were going to lose the other side of the game. So ideally the best thing to do here is to kind of mid-proxy. Keep an eye on your totem, keep an eye on the gens. And we do see the unhook already. And I don't think I put them points for Lara, so bear with me a second. Don't want to be doing Vikaris 30 like that. 3 points for the fresh, brings them to 16. And a lovely tag on the Lara. Second down, second hook here for them. 2 fresh hooks in total. 5 regular hooks in total. Bringing Vikaris closer to their win con. And no gens being progressed any further yet. We will change perspective in a minute. But I do believe that is accurate as of this time. We do see them progressing on 1. And the Killer making them blow the skill check there. Oh, nasty, nasty tag there, as we see. And they're really trying to apply pressure with the gens, trying to get this over and done with without any more hook stages being applied. And they're struggling right there. The Nia taking a tag. Everybody being injured. Complete repeat of last game with Sloppy Butcher being used and coming into play. And it is very, very difficult here. Are we going to see the same snowball we saw last game, where it ends as a 4k2? It all comes down to how the Killer plays this out and how the Survivor team deals with it in terms of comms. And I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen here. Killer proxying round the cars, round the wreckage, going this shack, seeing what's going to happen. What do we see on the Survivor side? The reset is happening. And a self-get, and this is going to lead to a down here, failing that skill check, I do believe. She doesn't have much to work with here. Drop pallet already. Mind gaming it. Killer going back to shack, leaving it, keeping an eye on that gen. The self-care is going to happen. The failing the skill checks might come to it might come to penalise them here if they're not careful. Luckily the Lara was there, but we do see some dire situations. They're all fully reset now, with the game back and restored to how it should be. And the Killer is struggling for possession in regards of the gens. But the Survivors also don't have any pressure either, and they're going to have to somewhat stealth this out. So it's going to be really, really difficult here. And very exciting at that as well. I think we're going to see the Lara make it to the pallet. No, she does manage to get tagged here. The killer reading that very well. Going back to the gens, not committing. This is going to be a stalemate here between killer and survivor. And it's going to be a constant back and forth. Chat, I want some suggestions. What should the survivors be doing in this situation? I think they're doing really, really well. And it's going to be really hard strategically for them to kind of pull this off here. Having to go with this slow, stealthy playstyle. But also with the side that the killer is not sticking out chase, not committing, and is just going back to check on the gens. What do you do? I think they might have landed themselves in a bit of a 3-gen here, and it's a very tough scenario. What do you think, chat? Give me some insight. Yeah, it is definitely at least a 3-gen. You do have a 4th gen to the right, but you have these 2 near shack, and you have the 1 back there. And then the other 4th one to the corner. And this is very difficult. This is very true. Proxy killer. What they're doing is fine. It takes 4 times longer to regress than to repair. This is very true. And we don't. Oh, we do have Ruin up, but remember that Ruin did get that. What happened there? We saw a tag, a very awkward angle there, but also a pallet is stun. A little bit of a ping hit there, maybe. And the killer themselves are questioning where Lara has gotten to. And she is going to die in comp corner, hoping that her teammates are going to manage to get a gen done. Trying to delay this as much as she can. Going down though, and I do believe that Lara is on death hook, making this a 2v1. So a similar snowball even effect to what happened last game. She is indeed going to be death hook with 1 gen at 60. They are doubling the same gen, I do believe, which is really, really good. If they can get that gen done, I think they make win con. But it's also going to be very difficult because the killer undoubtedly is going to be knowing to get onto the gens and apply the pressure and take them off of them. And we do see a very awkward scenario. And that is 1 more gen done by Velocity. Well done, they did stick it out. And we're going to see the tag there, and this is going to be another fresh hook, which is going to net them 3 points. Does it matter if I understood correctly, the win con has been met? No. Yeah, so now the win con's been met already, like you said. They just needed to get that last gen done. So, Velocity has definitely won this. Proxy killer, so you were correct. It was just looking really, really tight, because if it had ended at a 4k2, then that would have been tie, yeah? But now that they've got that gen done, they've got 2 done in fact, so that's it. Me chat, I'm going to make a copy while I wait. So 7, 7, so 34, right? I'm not that great at maths. Yeah, there we go. And the difference is the 2 gens. But yeah, very, very close game. And what it came down to in the end was the strength of the killer on one side and the strength of the survivors on the other. And just, what's the right words? Just, I suppose, a difference in play style and communication. And I think one team has scrimmed really, really well to be ready for the situation, and the other maybe has just struggled to mesh a little bit. But we're going to see how they do in the second and third sets. And hopefully they're as entertaining as that was. So I'm excited to see it play out. And I'm going to try and get my voice back and have a coffee. To answer your question, let me go to bloody, hold on. Let me switch. To answer your question, so we do region matching. So let me explain. So all the teams who want to play on, let's say, this week, sign up, and obviously they're in the server, and then we region match them. So if they're EU, they'll get randomly shuffled into an EU team, and then that's how the matches get decided. And if they're NA, the same thing, but an NA team. So each week the teams sign up, you know, we want to play this week, and then they get put into a versus chat, and then they decide on a time and date they can play, and that's pretty much how that happens. I feel like T5 versus a good spirit isn't a good position. No, this is very true. And this is now going to be Vikaris first on Killer. And to what I have seen, and what I've commentated, it is Vikaris first on Killer, the team, and now I need to correct my English. We're going to see Besk on Killer, and from what I've seen, he is very, very good at specific killers, maybe just Killer in general as well, but I don't want to assume, and it should be a very exciting match, and I'm really excited to call it and commentate it. Let me find out who I'm inviting, because I don't know who I'm inviting. Maybe the Muffin Man. I don't know the Muffin Man, Muffin Man, Muffin Man. Sorry, names make me laugh. Right, they should be joining me now. Thank you, I try. I don't drink as much fluids now because I'm at home more, rather than when I was at work. I'd be drinking 6 drinks like every 3 hours. So I still have, I would like to say, a really good voice for that sort of thing. But because I'm drinking less fluids, like my throat dries up a bit more, so I need to try and drink more fluids. Anyway, back onto the match. The first set was obviously a win for Velocity, and really great performance, both on the part of their killer, and the Survivor team did really, really well as well. And they managed to slow the pacing down rather than let it spiral out of control. And they managed to get their composure back, I felt. And then, obviously, it did end up being a 4K still, but they managed to pull out them 2 gens and deal well under pressure. Obviously, pun intended, as I think Proxer said earlier. No, it was Alpha who said about the under pressure. And like I said before, the positive out of that is that they managed to get them extra 2 gens done, and they've managed to obviously get the result because of that, which is absolutely incredible, and well done for them slowing the pacing down like that. Bear with me, we're going to see the teams join me in a second, I hope. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Why are they not joining me? Okay, why are they not joining me? Somebody's getting shanked. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We're going to be starting our second set any moment. We're just waiting for these lovely people to get their butts in my lobby and join. Hallelujah. Godsend. Miracle. It's happening. Welcome in, welcome in. I'd be genuinely curious to scrim, but no team. If you ever want to play, there are teams who would definitely be happy to show you. In my server and quite a few others, there are what's called looking for a team. And yeah, there's just a lot of people who just want to play and get better, probably like yourself. So there are servers where you can definitely do that and learn, and I can link you some of them. My Discord is exactly the same as my Twitch. So if you want to know, just drop me a message. When I'm free after the stream, I can help you with that as well. It's always good to get people into learning new things, and have more content as well potentially. So yeah, it's fairly easy to get into. Obviously, learning it is Oh, you've already been in tourneys and stuff. Oh, that's good then. It'll be even easier for you to like get a team and like that's good then. That's very positive. Oh, right. Let me go have a look and see what set we're gonna have. I want to say set 2 is going to be Plague, but I could be wrong. It's either going to be Plague or Executioner. It's going to be one of them. That is the extent of my knowledge. Bro, another bill? Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a very, very good mic, and I went to this audio store. Accept. Okay. I went to this audio store because this one, the filter thing, the fluffy thing, I don't know what you call it. The one I had, didn't fit this new microphone, right? So I went there and I explained, and they were like, "Oh, you don't necessarily need one of them. If you have the thing, what goes in front of it." He was like, "Okay, yeah, that's all you need then." All the thing does, he says, it's to like lower the noise ratio or something. Something to do with like being outside and stuff, which makes no sense because I've watched like football and stuff, and when the people talk about the football, yeah, and they're indoors, they have the floppy thing on the mic. So I don't really understand. So I was going to get one, but I just got told it wasn't needed, basically. I have the little thing in front of the microphone, and I'm about half a meter away from the mic, I guess. It's on one of the arm things. It's just, I guess, a very sensitive mic. I do want to get a more professional mic, but like this is professional for what it is. But I'm quite a quality geek. But I got referenced about £550 for the entire setup, the mic and the little soundboard and everything, which is a lot of money, and I don't have the luxuries for that right now. But this one's really good. I got it on sale, and it's like a streamer mic full on. So I'm really happy with that. And like I said, I've got the arm and everything set up, so it's a decent setup, and it's a lot better than I had. So I'm really not complaining about it. It's just a bit sensitive. But I'm enjoying the fact that I can stream a lot more, whether it be like scrim nights like this, or whether it be casual games or sponsorships or anything. I'm just happy that I've got the time now to be able to do such content because like I love being creative and I love playing video games, and esports as well is really fun to get into. Obviously in the case of like DBD, I don't really think I'm going to touch Fortnite. Might get into Call of Duty maybe. Don't know how that works. I could look into it, but I'm not going to touch Fortnite. Not my kind of game. Fair enough. Anybody who plays it, not my ball game. And yeah, it's just really. I don't know. I think it's really interesting to give your opinion on it and to be kind of commentating over something so exciting and varied. And I think the fact that the way different leagues do stuff with different balancing and stuff, that can vary the gameplay even more. And it's just very interesting. It feels very action packed, and I like it. Like it gives me an alive feeling, and I hope for the audiences watching and obviously the people watching at home, I hope it gives a very similar feeling as well of like sort of heart pounding excitement, like you don't know what's going to happen, and yeah, I think it's really fun. I'm sorry that I'm waffling. I think everything is all set. I'm gonna double check the Discord. I think we're all good. Nobody's tagged me in any. Oh, hold on. Yes, they have. No, they haven't. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Yeah, okay. We should be all set. Alright, okay, I think, not gonna lie, but I'm used to British waffling being Irish. Oh, fair enough. No, that's fair. I get that, I get that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to reset the scores because this is going to be set 2. I want to say this is Executioner and tiebreaker is Plague. The scores do reset after each set, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be one way or the other. This is going to be one team is going to win, or we could get a draw. I personally want to play it out and see that the tiebreaker happens because they've not happened too much. And I'm very excited. I want to see tiebreakers. And because it makes things more tense. Do Scrim teams sign up with a sub? What do you mean? Do you mean, are they allowed substitutes, do you mean? Or what do you mean? Because they're allowed substitutes, yeah. Or what do you mean? I'm assuming that's what you meant, but I'm just confirming. Alright, I don't know why it does that every time. So it's an Executioner set, ladies and gentlemen. We spawn in on Wrecker's Yard once again, and we do see him using Rights of Judgment early on. No, he was going to. Good use of Corrupt here. He's going to be taking a very slow start to the game. Yeah, they're allowed subs. We're going to see a very slow start to the game, and he has found Lara early on. We're going to see a nice early hit here, hopefully. No, the Lara manages to weave around it and avoid taking their tag. And she doesn't get caught out there either. Not much. She's going to get tagged here. No, fakes it. Very interesting fake. Killer could have got a hit there, I believe. However, we're going to see a live play, getting some distance from the Lara. And really not doing too well with the power. Unfortunately, Lara being a bit cheeky here. Corrupt coming into clutch. And it is quite a very big map, to be fair, for this Killer. The Shack at Gen is being worked on. It sounds like it's about 40-50% to my knowledge. And some interesting pathing here. We're going to see the Nia in chase. Not as good against Executioner. The Nia, unfortunately, gets tagged. Unlucky whiff there of the power. But she's going to get caught out with an M1 hit, I think. I still think it. Maybe not. Yep, she gets tagged. Man, I need this coffee. My vocal cords are dying. Oh, I need to start buying honey. Right, so we are going to see 3 points there to Vikaris. Nice and early. Not as early as we've seen in some prior games, but still very early to get the first hook. Needs to keep up the pressure now and try and get as many tags as he can. Nice and early on. That honey don't hurt you. Oh god. Terrible pun, I love it. No, it's honey is meant to kind of soothe like your throat and your vocal cords. And when you were talking so much and like your volume is like being heightened all the time, it can basically avoid you straining your vocal cords. From what I've been told. We do see the tag being missed. Nia managing to path away. Going round dump truck. I don't think there's a pallet that side. Hopefully she doesn't go for the very stupid vault. No, she doesn't. But she's going to get tagged there with power. And it's going to be a second down, second hook on the Nia. And we are looking at a tunnel out strategy, but gets hit with DS here. Doesn't stick around for the pallet stun. Probably very wise not to, with a 4-second delay on DS. Not proving worth it, I guess. Going to get another gen and manages to avoid the power. 2 gens here for Velocity, doing very, very well. And with only the 1 fresh hook, things are not looking too great for Vikaris. Needs to manage to apply the pressure and make this a 3v1 as quick as possible. Especially with it being Executioner who can't apply much pressure. We need to see him pick up the pace here a little bit. And that is the 3rd gen going. It's not looking very promising. Quite dire for our Killer here, unfortunately. The question is here, though, are we going to see the same on both sides? Is it going to be equally difficult to play the killer on both sides? That's what we're going to have to see. Is it going to come down to who plays the killer better? Or the communication between the survivors? And that will steer how the game goes. So it is a really interesting set to see. And we see the down on the near, making it a 3v1. He's got his priorities straight. And actually, now that I think about it, she didn't get hooked again. But I still think it's going to be a 3v1. It is. My maths was not wrong. Just my vocal cords are dying, and I apologise. So that leaves, at the moment, 7 points for Vikaris with a 1 full kill here. Getting the chase on the Lara, but the Lara is the one who did manage to weave and dodge the power at the beginning of the game. So it would be better to try and commit chase to somebody else, in my opinion. Chat, what do you think he should be doing here? Very tough spot here for the Executioner. What would you do if you was him? Survivor side seems to be almost playing around, toying here, just needing to get the 1 gen done, and they have the choice of 3 or 4 gens, and either of them could split between them. It's very, very difficult here for our killer. And the Lara definitely toying and taking away his attention. He does finally manage to get the tag on the Lara, but is it going to be too late with that gen about 80 to 85% and no ruin? We are going to see maybe some surprises here from the killer. He might have some aces up his sleeve, but at the moment it looks very, very difficult for the killer. And we do see that last gen pop. Very difficult scenario here. Chase being ensued on the Jake. He's not going to get that because of the bus, because it's elevated. And I think he did forget there that that is how the power works. And the Jake probably remembering that, making a very strategic move. He is going to go down here, but he did waste a couple of extra seconds of time for his teammates to manage to get a gate. We do see one being 99 already, and I assume the other being pressured and worked on. And they are going to take the 2-man out, not risking anything here. Very smart play from Velocity here. And let me just update the scores, as we did see the last gen being worked on. Once again, like I said, very difficult set here. And it's looking like it's going to be difficult on both sides to play the killer role here. With a very big, open, varied map. And the killer seemingly being significantly underpowered by the looks of it. And we are going to see him go for the Mori, which still gives out a full 7 points. A full kill. And the glorious mini Mori. Beautiful to watch. Devastating in execution. Oh, wait, hold on. When we saw 2... Shit. I didn't count. Right. Oh, no, it's fine. Because they didn't get hooked, did they? Oh, so that's a full... Oh, shit. Give me a minute, then. So, 3, 3, 6... If they didn't get hooked, that's a full 3 for each one. Alright, cool. Sorry about that. Oh, my vocal cords feel lovely. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what I was figuring out there was I had to figure out the who had been hooked, the fresh hooks. Because if you escape, you get points for escaping, right? So it is 3 points if you haven't been hooked at all. If you've been hooked once, it is 2 points. And if you've been hooked 2 times and you're on death hook, you get 1 point. So them 2 hadn't been hooked at all. It was only the Jake got moried, which obviously counts as being hooked. And was it Nia? I'm pretty sure it was Nia. She got hooked. So basically, they got a full 6 points for them 2 survivors both escaping. So that's what I was trying to figure out, the math of it there, but it's also very complicated as well, especially when you're multitasking it on your own and don't have the luxury of a ref at this current moment in time. So we're going to see Vikaris on Survivor now, and they should be joining me momentarily. Bear with me. I'm dying. Vikaris, where are you, Alex? Cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to know your thoughts on that second set. First half, how do you think it went? What does Vikaris need to do here on Survivor? And what do you think that Velocity can do on Killer to kind of swing things in their favour? I want your opinion. I want to know your predictions. You can also vote a prediction if you do exclamation point bet. You can put the team name and you can just do like a little mini bet on who you think is going to win. That's a shortcut way to do it. But I want to know your insights. Who do you think is going to win? How's it been so far? Just give me your feedback. I'm going to snooze that ad there because we don't want that right now. I want to hear what's going on. And that's it. We don't want ads. Oh. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, I feel ignored. Why aren't you giving your opinion about the matches? I'm kidding. I'm excited to see how the second part of the second set is going to go, and hopefully it becomes a lot more fast-paced. Wait, hold on. Let me just check that. Give me a second. Screw it. I hope that that's fine then. I'm going to check that quickly. I know we're still on the pre-screen. I know. I'll change it in a minute. Shit, it's Executioner, isn't it? Oh, my brain needs to work very quickly. It's too hot. Shit. Hold on. Right, okay, we do see them spawning in. We're gonna see if they can find a survivor nice and early on here. I was just trying to find something, bear with me. Oh, in that case, that's fine then. Okay, I can go back to full-on commentating in a second. I was just checking something. Chat. Right, cool. We do see almost an early tag there. Vikaris trying to get an early hit. And once again, we see the same thing as the game before. Some nice weaves and dodges at the drop pallet. And it's literally a repeat of the last game. What happened with the Lara? The Pyramid Head struggling here to get an early tag. And the game obviously being fast-paced from the Survivor side and very slow-paced from the Killer side. And at this point, just get the M1 kid. There we go. Beautiful. And the thing is, you feel bad for the Killer a little bit because they're being toyed around with by the Survivors. And we're going to see the Adam going comp corner here, taking the down for the team. Hopefully, they're managing to get the gens done. And we're going to see one gen by the Nancy is on about 40%. And the Shaq gen getting out the way, about 70 at the moment. I don't think they're going to get it in time. It's going to get hit with Eruption. And we do see a nice hook, nice and early, by Vikaris. Yep, that is... Wait, no. Brain cells. It's Vikaris, right? I think. Hold on. Yeah, no. Okay, Velocity's Killer, Vikaris is Survivor, yeah. Velocity Killer, Vikaris Survivor. I'm losing it. Alright, there we go. My brain cells are back. I'm awfully sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so we see the survivor on hook. Gen's being cranked out right now at full velocity. They're just leaving them on hook right now. Main priority is Gen's, as that would help the win con. And this is really bad for the killer. He needs to be rotating around, trying to get some out pressure on the Gens, and initiating chase, because it's all great right now, him proxying the hook. But if they get the Gens done, that kind of hits them the target. That gets their win con, and it puts the situation a lot better. Although, having said that, it was 6th stage last game. So, it's really tricky to call, because this would net him 3 of them. And with Deadlock coming into play, as we see, it is really, really tricky. So I think it's going to be really, really tight. I think what it's going to come down to as well is if we manage to see survivors escaping or not. That will add to the points and make the win con a little bit harder. So we're going to have to see how it goes. And we did see them hit 2nd, I believe. And we do see the Nancy. She's wasting time here, managing to drag out the chase. We don't see the hit there with power. And I assume we're going to see a reset on the Adams somewhere. We do see another Gen cranked out. The Executioner really struggling here with applying pressure. A very similar game. And, oh, we do see the killer managing to get the cage. That could be a bit of a game changer, as we won't get any benefits. We won't get the borrowed time effect. We won't get anything. And that could change a lot of things. It would be stupid to not cage them here. Just finally managed to get the down. I thought we were going to see a cracker there, but it's not to be. We do see Vikaris with the Gen, and another fresh. It's a fresh. He didn't go for the cage. Interesting. I suppose he's viewing it as it would be more beneficial to get the three points for the fresh. And I suppose that is a really smart decision, because I did bump them up and keep them just above the board at the minute. The problem he's going to have to deal with is that he can't afford to have survivors escaping, because that's what's going to cost him his win con. Proxy this until 2nd stage hits, and then focus on slowing down the Gens and making sure people don't escape. And I think you'll be able to keep up with your win con, and you'll be able to win both sets for your team. Otherwise, we're going to tiebreaker, which I personally want to see. But I don't think the killer wants to give up the 2nd set. We do see another Gen popped out by Vikaris, showing great resistance and showing that they are in it to win it. They are fighting, drawing at 22 points even right now. But it's not going to be even for long, as we are going to see the survivor going 2nd stage any moment now. They're pulling away from that Gen with about 40% pressure on. The Renato going to take a tag. No, he does manage to weave it, and she doesn't go 2nd. They prevent that, keeping them in the game right now with the current draw situation. This is looking very, very tight. Very good decision to get that unhook before 2nd. But I do think the Renato is going to go down, and it's going to change the current win con, and also net him a third fresh hook. Gets eruption value on the Gen as well. It's looking very promising here. Like I said before, a very, very dangerous situation to be in. And the survivors do manage to crank out that last Gen. Very, very good stuff, but he definitely needs to apply pressure now. Otherwise, he's going to struggle. Because the escapes here is what's going to cost him. This is going to be very, very tricky. He does get the 2 points there. I'm not sure if that's going to be good enough. Because they're going to get points for escaping. And I didn't see the fresh hooks. Shit. Hold on a second, guys. Load. It was very blurry. Go back. Shit. Alright, well, 3 of them got out. Even if, yeah, for example, they all got hooked twice, which they wouldn't have. It would have been... I assume it would have been less, yeah? That still gives them a base 3 points, which at least makes it a draw. So, in which case we have to go tiebreaker anyway, right? But I'm going to assume it was more than that, which means that Vikaris would have won. Obviously, I can check in the VOD, but either way, either situation, we go tiebreaker now, chat. So, we get what I wanted. We get to see tiebreaker. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologise that we were in ads. That was a very exciting conclusion. I do apologise. That was very bad timing. God. Speed. I'm buying some beers after this. Okay, thank you for the follow. That kind of gave me a mental breakdown. Bear with me. Why am I being told it's wrong now? Oh, I'm gonna shoot myself, I swear to God. But this is why we're meant to have a referee. Ah, fuck my life. Yeah, exactly, that's what I said. And now they are debating... Oh, this is so annoying. I'm not even recording, I'm just streaming. I would have to end the stream. A fresh hook is 3 points, and an escape is 1, 2, or 3 points, depending on how many hooks they had. But from what I saw, like, obviously, I can't rewind the stream, right? From what I saw, either way, it goes to tiebreaker. So right was fresh, so 3 points out. Well, there you go. Hmm. We're kind of debating the point situation. Because I'm being told my math wasn't mathing. And alright. Albeit because I had to check a build kind of mid-game. Well, just not mid-game, early game. Albeit because of that, yes, I didn't manage to keep track on the thingy at the end. But yeah. Like I said, at minimum, 3 of them got out. So at minimum, that is 1 point each, yeah? But, But either way, 3 of them got out. So even if it is 1 point each, that ties it at 27-27, no? So that's a tiebreaker. Like, and like I said, if not, if one of them got, if they were all, yeah, if they were all death hook, it's a tiebreaker. If one of them had less than that, then the other team wins. So it's really tricky. We had 3 fresh hooks. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking bring out the fucking calculator on this. Dear God. Fuck me, bro. This is the problem when you don't have referees. I'm telling you, at minimum it was a draw. Um, Alright. I'm dying. Alright, we've settled. We're doing a tiebreaker. And I'll just rewatch the VOD. I mean, fuck it, I've got time. Oh, I'm dying. And I might be setting up a hook counter for this shit. But the thing is, it's just such a pain in the ass. Although I've got 2 screens, I could have the system we're going to use for the hooks and stuff on the right, enter that, and then that would be easier, I think. This is crazy though. I'm fucking dying. I'm buying some beers after this stream. Mm. Bear with me, I'm trying to thingy. I'm trying to explain. Oh, I can't type. Um, that's well rude. Oh my gosh, bro. Can we go tiebreaker already? Hmm. Hold on. Shit, I forget what his name was now. Um, bro, I'm so dumb. Oh, all right, let's answer. Guys, what is going on? Are we playing this set? Please tell me we're playing it. It's worth 3 points. Basically, the maximum a killer can get for one survivor being dead is 7 points. I'm gonna... Oh, gosh. I'm sorry for this wait. I apologise. But yeah, the good news is, chat, that there is going to be a little overlay thing, and it's like a spreadsheet sort of thing, yeah? So the referee, in theory, would type in what's going on, this gen's been done, whatever, and it updates live on the stream. So we're going to be looking into getting one of those made, so it'll be a lot easier. But obviously you still need to have the referee to do that, so we're still kind of at a problem, but it should in theory be a lot easier. Whoa. Finally. Right, after all that, and a little bit of squabbling and arguing, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is going to be a third set, a tiebreaker set, and just a reminder, that's what I was left on before. So, just bear that in mind. I will just have to rewatch the VOD, won't I? Yeah. They're going to have to wait a few seconds. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a plague set. We are finally getting the tiebreaker we did want to see, and it's going to be very, very interesting. And we have velocity on killer here. Very, very amazing stuff. Does manage to get the ace infected here nice and early on. Going to be applying a lot of pressure. We're going to have to see how this goes. I do believe that was crowd control coming into play, and very interesting strategy here by the Plague, mainly checking on the gens, vomiting on them, and kind of keeping map pressure and keeping her wits about her, trying to find survivors. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how she deals with everything, really. Very big map for her, and the survivors not being warned off by the vomit, still managing to work their way around the gens. Although we do only see the one broken right now, and he's trying to be as stealthy as he can, I do believe. But he might get downed here with a cheeky tag. We're going to see. Getting mind games here at this loop. We should see somebody taking a hit for him here, if there is good communication on the team, but it might just be a down. Pre-dropping that pallet nice and early, not risking anything. How long can he hold this chase for? Being a one-hit down, being a one-tap, it's all going to come down to skill and determination on the side of the player. And she swings at nothing there as another Hex goes down. And we do see Corrupt becoming of no value now at all. It has slowed down the game considerably and slowed down the pacing. But we do see Crowd Control gone and Ruin gone. 2 perks out of 4, completely taken out of this game now. Making things very difficult for the Plague here. And I must say, it's going to be a very hard match. And the killer is going to have to do something very magical here to pull out an amazing result. Alright, chat. Help me keep track of the hooks this time, yeah? Right, so we do see... I would have thought that would have been a balanced landing play, but it's not. She is in power. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Semper Fire Dog, I remember. How are you doing? I need to pop back in your stream when you were next on. I hope your business is going all right. I remember you telling me about that. So we do have a nice early down, finally, but at the cost of 2 gens being done. And they do also cleanse, which is a little bit risky, giving her power once again. So, bear with me. So, okay. We have the fresh hook and velocity on killer. Okay, so cool. Velocity killer, 2 gens, Vikaris. Velocity killer, 3 for a fresh hook. And 2 gens Vikaris, which is 4 points. Cool. All right, we are all updated now. Let's go see what's happening on the killer side and see how they are doing. We come back straight into the action on chase with the ace. Manages to dodge that miraculously, and crouch teching to avoid it as well. It's looking really, really interesting. She's going to go back to protect the hook here, and we're going to have to see what we can make out of it. Let me see if I can do a quick shout out here. I don't know how to do this. Do I just shout out and then the person's name?
How are you doing, man?
Struggling. How are you? I don't know if I've done this right. I might have done that wrong. Oh, I think I did that wrong. I don't know how to do that. Is it the other way around? Alright, I don't know how to do that, but I've tried my best if I've done it wrong. Yeah, it's one of them. Right, we see another gen popping here, and the Adam has gone second stage, and it is looking very, very difficult. So he's gone second. Velocity on killer. Bear with me. I do think we're going to see him go, like, death hook here. They're just going to... What are the right words? They are going to, I think, wait this out, get the last gen done. There's only one of them. I'm surprised they're not triple stacking. They're really trying to go in for this unhook, and I don't really see the reason to. I would say go on separate gens. Very interesting strategy there, I guess. You're all good, Semper, man. You're all good. I hope you're doing all right. I don't know how the commands work very well, so I apologise, but I just appreciate you popping in, man, and I hope you're doing all right. And like I said, I hope that business of yours is doing well and picking up. We do see a nice down there. Going to be applying a bit more pressure, getting another fresh hook here on the Claudette, and it's not going to be game changing, but it is going to help with the win condition here. Going for the further hook, which isn't going to be a pain res hook by the looks of it, but still, nonetheless, it's maybe more about putting her away from the gens, so forcing them to make a decision to come off the gen actively to get to her. Maybe that's more or so what it's about. And we do see the chase being commenced, and the M1 hit the tag on the Jake right next to the hook as well. He's either going to have to go for a trade here, but right now there are 2 survivors not on gens. It's a very good position for the Plague, and she knows where the other survivor is, but obviously the unhook is happening, and she's going to get the vomit on the gen, slowing things down, and they're going to have to make a decision to get infected and duke it out in order to get the gen done, and it's a very controlling situation here, holding down the 3 gen by the Plague. And we're going to see once again the ace is going to be in chase. It might rhyme, but it is also true, and she is just going to be protecting that Killer Shack gen. The vomit hasn't done, well, it has kind of done its damage actually. All 3 of them being infected right now. It's looking like a really bad situation. The ace is the only one, I want to say, not injured out of a lot of them, but they're all going to be broken soon. So they have to cleanse, or they have to really rush out these gens, and it's a pressure play, I feel, at the moment. And we see the Plague holding this 3-gel. The Plague is holding this 3-gen very, very well right now. And we see the damage she's managing to do to the survivors and slowing down the pacing of the game. I honestly think this is going to be a 4K1 unless they can pull off something magic. I think we're going to see a 4K1 here, ladies and gentlemen. And a very good 4K1 at that. By getting them caught out of position with the 3-gen and slowing things down. Very, very dangerous. Very tricky gameplay. Titan, when you're free, I need you later on. We have to do a little VOD review. You can still hear me, right? Titan left me. That's another fresh hook. He left me, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't want me anymore. He left me. Right, we do see an unhook there. Right, we do see the Jake in chase. And they are all broken right now. Gets the grab. But that could be a DS play. No? Interesting to go for the grab, but not the M1 hit. Could have got... Well, there's no eruption, actually. Yeah, there's no point to get the M1 hit. And we do see another fresh hook here on the Jake. Things are looking very, very interesting right now. We still see the Jake on the hook and in a really bad position as well because the most progressed gen, that one at Killer Shack, and they're hooked right near it. Very good strategic placement by the killer, putting him right in the middle of a dire situation, making it almost impossible for the survivors here to manage to get this gen done. They're going to have to sacrifice the survivor, go to the other side of the map and work on a different gen, therefore pulling the killer away and pulling her out of position. So it's a trade-off really here. That's what it's going to come down to, is that they have to make a decision. They sacrifice him and get the gens done, and then the killer has to make the decision to either get that kill or to protect the gens. And it's definitely going to be a stalemate here, and a very interesting and strategic one. I think the pace has slowed right down here, but it feels very action-packed because of the way this is being dealt with. And it's even more dire than I thought because there are two gens in close proximity. Not one, but two. We do see them kind of scurrying between the gens, trying to get in there and apply a bit of pressure to them. And although Ruin is down, we still have the one pain res, which can be used and applied. But I don't think there's any Scourge hooks nearby. And we do see this person on hook is going to go death hook. But the killer can't kick that gen anymore, I don't think, which is going to make it really, really difficult for the killer to protect this 3-gen. And such a bad dire situation. And a smart play by the killer. And Jake is, yeah, he's all but gone here. It's either an emergency run to save him now, or he's out of the game. And it's a 2v1. And it is a 2v1, ladies and gentlemen. And that is it. So that's a full 28 then. That's the max you can get on Killer. So bear with me. So at least there is no doubt, and I'm going to double check this time. There is one gen left. Just to double check my maths. Right, so 28, which is the maximum points you can get for Killer. And 8 because they've done 4 gens and it's 2 points per gen. You can count the maths along with me, ladies and gentlemen. And I will definitely be either getting the spreadsheet thing sorted out, or if we can't get that done, I'm just going to put a hook counter in the left and right corner. Because it needs to be a little bit easier with us not having referees 24/7. So yeah. Oh, hallelujah. We're getting somewhere, ladies and gentlemen. Ah. I'm gonna shoot that kid. Swear to God, I'm gonna shoot him. He can't fucking referee or something. But he's playing the fucking game. Ah! That was the wrong be right back screen. All right, we're waiting on them to all be set. I'm fucking dying, bro. What's going on? Fucking hell. Can they be ready? Like, I'm getting fucking bored here, guys. Oh, what's going on? Are we not? Oh, I don't actually know what we're waiting on. Oh my god. Bruh, this is so crazy. I'm gonna have so much fun watching this VOD. Oh. Regen's done. Hmm. I've only just seen that now. What's happening with the set? Okay, I think they're readying up now. It's just confusing. Oh, there we go. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Wait, that was 10 minutes ago. Oh no, that was now. Yeah. I need a fucking beer, I need to chill. Ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting on them. I don't really know what the delay is. I wonder if it's streaming. Let me have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have the second set happening right now. I'm very sorry about the wait, and I do apologise. Alright, we are here. Now we're going to have Vikaris on the killer side and Velocity on the survivor side. Once again, it's a plague set, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back in. I apologise for the delay. Hopefully you use that time to get a drink, get some food, and just in general to relax and refresh yourselves. We are hopefully going to see things going hot and heavy here with another plague match. And killer scouting once again round for the edge map to see spawns, see if they can get a nice early tag, but it's looking like it's going to be a slowly played out game by the survivor side, stealthing things out and kind of seeing what the killer's going to do before making a play. Very strategic, very chess-like in essence, and it's going to kind of lead the pacing of the match and determine how things go. Getting a nice early infection on the Nia. And just going for multiple infections right now, not worrying about getting tags, just wanting to slow the game down and control the pace of the game. And that's what it's all about right now, and Besk doing what he does best, and that is playing killer. Unfortunately though, we do see Hex Totem going down, and it looks like that will be crowd control getting taken out of the mix, leaving this killer with only 3 perks right now. But the way he is playing, it's looking like... Oh, that's slightly unlucky there to miss that tag. The way he is playing it is looking like it's going to be a very strategic playstyle, and he is going to hopefully manage to slow the game down. Unluckily, the Lara being very creative with her pathing, just playing around this, finally getting down, wasting a bit of time. Hopefully we're going to see one gen on at least 40-50% here as a result of that. Getting the pick on the Lara. We see 2 gens, one at about 35, the other one at about 50%, and the hook is about to commence on the Lara. I'm a little bit unsure as to why the gens haven't popped, but a lot of them are broken at the minute, and the strategy is slowing down the game for sure here. We do see 1 gen being popped now, but I do think the pacing of the game is going to definitely slow things down, and the way the killer is playing is going to make it really, really difficult for the survivor side. So we're going to have to see how that plays out, really. And we do see a second down on the Lara once again, with gens being popped. Doesn't want to go for the pain res. That's a slightly questionable play, but I suppose the distance to the basement she views as a waste of time, as she needs to put pressure back on the gens. We do see another gen go, and also the hook again for Vikaris. Bear with me. And a down, a very good down there from the plague. I know, I'll talk about keeping me up to date with that. And we do see that they're getting the reset here. The Jake did manage to get the Lara up, preventing... It's bugged, right? It has to be. Yeah. Oh, that worked! Incredible coordination there to get the flashbang off. And prevent the Lara going Death Hook. Well, no, not Death Hook. Prevent the Lara dying. There you go. Better phrasing. We do see some interesting check spotting here from the Lara. And we do see another gen being popped. But she is going to go down in a dead zone, I do believe. Correct. Oh, excusez-moi. And there goes that last gen. A very interesting play there. Does manage to get the down. Although, I'm not going to lie, I do think it is game over at this point, but it depends on how the survivors play this. Any misplay here could lead to a much better condition for the killer. We do see the 3 points there. I do believe it's going to be a full 7. I think they're going to leave. Yeah, it's going to be a full 7. And yeah, there's no way that... So I've done the 3, so it's adding another 4. Yeah. Well, that was set 1 by Velocity, I do believe. Slightly unlucky. I think just different play styles on Killer. And that's how that's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for popping by. We're going to find somebody to raid out to. Just bear with me a few seconds. Let's go have a look, shall we? Oh, my stomach. You know what, let's raid mods again. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Where is he? Am I blind? There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, please hang around. We're going to get to see a lovely raid in a minute. When it works. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, hang around. We are ready to raid. In 3, 2. Okay, I was about to say it's frozen. Well, it did freeze. I want to see the live reaction. Has it worked? Has it froze? Or is this just what it does? Hold on.